The general who's been appointed to help manage the drawdown of British combat troops from Afghanistan has commented on the increase in green on blue attacks. Major General James Bashall is the outgoing general officer commanding of the Germany-based 1st Division. He leaves on Friday and he's been talking to our reporter Jeff Mead.
A break from the office and a surprise musical farewell for Major General James Bashall in his final week in command of Germany-based 1 Division. Troops representing more than 30 separate units gathered for an informal ceremony at Hereford's Officers' Mess. The general, who commanded 2 para in Kabul, is moving on to become Chief of Staff Operations at Permanent Joint Headquarters in Northwood, where Helmand will be top of his agenda.
There's a lot of business going on in Afghanistan at the moment, and cyber threats and all of that. And I think we need to, I'm sure I'll be asked to lead a lot of work on the recovery of the army from Afghanistan in due course and the culmination of the current phase of the campaign at the end of 2014.
He said the spate of insider attacks and restrictions on joint patrolling couldn't be allowed to derail the timetable for withdrawing combat forces.
It's a setback, it's a hiccup in terms of confidence, but we will overcome that and go forward.
His year and a half here has been a time of intense activity, with troops deployed to Helmand and the Olympics, all against the backdrop of planned base closures and expected job losses.
The issue with redundancy that's going to face us is going to be very challenging for the next sort of 2 years. And I say to people, we've got a period of pain in front of us as we have to reduce the size of the army, rebase, restructure, etc. I think the way you deal with it, and the way I've dealt with it in the last year and a half, is I talk about things that don't change. A lot of time we're talking about things that are changing, and I emphasise to people the continuity of activity in the army that exists and will continue to exist, particularly the moral issues and the aspects of our lives that make the army what it is and special, and a way of life for our soldiers and officers. And I focus on that. I'm not trying to distract people, but I think it's important that we hold things that don't change in the forefront of our minds, and around that we then shape the future.
Unusually, he's reached general's rank without previously serving in Germany, nor has his successor. These days, the army's main focus is far from here. Jeff Mead, Forces News, Hereford.